I want to begin by posing a question to everyone in this room. Who here has a passion or is passionate about something? It can be a sport, hobby, possession, anything that comes to mind. Now, if I could see all of you, then I should be able to see all of your hands raised, because there has to be something you're all passionate about, right? For me, my passion is dance. I've been a dancer for pretty much my entire life. I currently dance 6 to 7 days a week for 11 plus hours. So as you can imagine, I love what I do. Now, although it is a very crucial component of my talk, I'm not going to spend my entire time up here going on about how much I love dance. Now, don't get me wrong, I could, but that would be boring for all or most of you, so I promise I won't do that. This is a photo of me with my great-grandmother, Mum Rose, who passed away not even a year and a half ago at the ripe old age of 97. I know, 97 years old. She did everything. Well, for the most part. There was just one thing in her life that made it feel incomplete. She was a dancer, like myself, calling herself a frustrated dancer. In all 97 years of her life, she was unfortunately never able to pursue a career in dance like she had dreamed. If I could ask her right now, I truly believe she would say this was her only regret in life. Nonetheless, still a very large one. This shared passion for dance sparked the idea for a fundraiser that I named Mugs for Mum. This fundraiser started not too long ago in January, and I've been selling custom letter mugs, all with the ultimate goal of giving back. My hopes with this fundraiser is to carry on my great-grandmother's legacy. Here are a few examples of the mugs for reference. This whole project came about because every year near the holidays, I give my dance teachers gifts. This past year, I decided to decorate mugs with their initials and fill them with hot chocolate and coffee essentials, as well as some holiday decorations. I showed my creation off to some friends who in turn told me that the mugs looked professional and I could sell them. So naturally I thought, well, maybe I should sell them, but I didn't want to sell them for personal profit. All of the proceeds made from selling the mugs will be sent to a nonprofit organization called Dancing Dreams. Dancing Dreams seeks to provide those of ages 3 to 21 with disabilities the opportunity to dance and perform. For years, I have been trying to think of a way that I could give back to my community all while doing something I loved. And when I finally thought of this, I knew it would be the perfect fit for two reasons. One, it directly relates to dance, which is what inspired the idea for my fundraiser in the first place. And two, it gives those with a disability the chance to dance. I've grown up essentially my whole life in such an environment because my mother is a pediatric occupational therapist who works with children with developmental disabilities. Because of my exposure to such an atmosphere, I have this natural connection that I wanted to incorporate into my fundraiser, as well as my way of giving back to the community that has taught me so much. While dance is a highly demanding physical activity, I consider dance to be something for everyone. Many dream of becoming a professional dancer, or even a dancer in general, with these visions crushed by societal standards. Society says you need to look a certain way, you need to perform a certain way, you must have a certain presence, etc. Why does society deem certain people fit to be dancers and others not? I feel as though this role is suitable for anyone as long as they are passionate enough about it. Dancing Dreams, and myself included, are aiming to break these norms to give anyone the chance to follow their dreams. I have been communicating back and forth with the leaders of the organization and sending the proceeds from the orders along the way. Eventually, I want to take my fundraiser a step further and start dance classes for special needs individuals in our local area. My goal for this is to use my passion for dance to help these children find their own passion too. This will, of course, take lots of time and planning to make official, so for the time being, I am just focusing on selling the mugs, as well as a newer product that I'm calling Mug Bundles. They are still a work in progress, so they are not ready to be sold just yet, but the two that are currently in the works can be observed right here. Like I said, Dancing Dreams provides dance classes to children and young adults with disabilities. When it comes to the science behind various characteristics of a special needs individual, there are certain systems within the body that help explain this. The vestibular system located within the inner ear, as seen here, is one that corresponds directly to the movement of a special needs individual and dance, and all of you. This system responds to movement and gravity, contributing to the development of balance, postural control, and bilateral coordination. And it can also be related to deficits with attention, negative behavior, communication, and self-regulation. With this in mind, two of the most important aspects of a dancer are balance and rhythm. Balance likes dancing, and dance is the theatrical and purposeful administration of body movement and posture. When one dances, you are accessing multiple parts of the vestibular system. Studies have shown that swinging, running, tennis, gymnastics, and dancing all elicit the vestibular system, increasing muscle tone, strength, positive behavior, and emotional regulation, which is the ability to calm oneself down when upset or angry. And the list does not end there, of course, so your passions might apply to this as well. While music can be incorporated into the use of all of these activities and other ones, dance is one of the only activities that requires full-out choreography. The component of choreography adds another level of motor planning and memory, which further increases the child's sensory processing skills. All of this is the reason why dance and movement in general are so valuable for a special needs individual, and by all means, every single one of us. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. None of this even relates to me, so why should I care? Allow me to put it into a different perspective. Dancing is embodied in everyone. We're humans. We are meant to move. From the moment we're born to the day we die, we all find different ways to move that fill us with delight. Not everyone has the goal of becoming a prima ballerina at the New York City Ballet. In fact, the majority of people do not have this goal. But who doesn't like to jam and groove out to their favorite song? Now, technically, this is a rhetorical question, but let me see a raise of hands for those of you who like to dance. And not just the dance that is seen on stage. Come on, don't be shy. I want to see all of your hands up. I know that you all like to move when you hear a good song come on. As I was saying, dance comes in many forms, so it is not limited to the elegant and delicate style of ballet or the sassy and hardcore genre of hip-hop. This is what I mean when I say dancing is meant for everyone, because let me get this straight. Being a professional dancer is a very ambitious and exhausting occupation, and in no way some easygoing and laid-back job. However, I do believe that anyone has the opportunity to achieve their dreams. All of this information that I provided you with leads me to tell you how important passion truly is. As you can see, it has led me to be standing on this stage, enlightening you about what I have done in regards to my passion. And although my efforts in making a change with my fundraiser may not be much in the grand scheme of things, it can still help to make a daily impact on at least a few individuals. And if I can make an impact on a couple of people, that is enough for me. In my opinion, it's not at all about how many people you impact or how large of an impact you make. What matters most is that an impact is being made, regardless of how big or small. My great-grandma has taught me to find and truly appreciate my passion, so now I'm here to help you find yours. This brings me to tell you just one more thing before I end. I opened my talk up with a question, and now I'm going to close with one too. Don't worry though, I won't make you raise your hands this time. Think about what you're passionate about just one more time for me. I'm going to leave you with this question in mind. What can you do with your passion to bring about change or a daily impact? It doesn't have to be much. See, I already figured that out. Now it's your turn. Thank you.